Today we're doing asparagus and hard-cooked egg salad. So I've got different stages here. The hard-cooked egg is already done, so that part we're not going to do. But this salad can be done a couple of ways. You can either eat the asparagus raw or you can blanch the asparagus. So what I have here is what happens and why you might want to choose one over the other. This is still raw, very flavorful, very nice way to eat it. This you can see if we put them side by side. You may be able to see that this one is brighter. The advantage to the quick blanch, and it's like a 30-second submerged in water is all it is. It's very, very quick, and then if you really want to stop the cooking, you submerge it in ice water for at least the same length of time. But the other advantage is that this asparagus is going to be much cleaner. Not only will any residual dirt or dust that didn't come off when you washed it be taken off, but also it's going to take care of some microbial activity that is going to be ongoing as well. So from that standpoint, the blanched one may be a little bit better reason for you to choose that one. Also, it's a little bit softer, not much because it didn't go very long. So anybody who has some issues with that will find that one a better choice too. So there's nice reasons for doing it. Either way will work. If you have more time, you might do the blanch. You might also take it out and grill it if you've got time on the weekend and you're doing some grilling. And you might as well throw a few extra asparagus spears on there. This takes about 5, depends on the size. I've got 5 of them in here. All right, we're going to make a dressing for this as well. So for that, I've got 1½ teaspoons of balsamic vinegar, a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, a tablespoon of parsley that's fairly finely chopped. You don't have to go too far overboard. A teaspoon and a half of honey. And then the last thing that's going in here is a very small amount, just a teaspoon of olive oil. Now, you might think that that's not very much to make a dressing with, but we've got a few other ingredients here that are going to add some fat to it. We've got some feta cheese, so and we have an egg also, so that's going to be enough. Thing that I first tried on this that I'll tell you right offhand you may or may not want to try is I tried doing this in a jar and shaking it, but the honey is somewhat difficult to work with that way. It all just sat down there at the bottom, and you either have to shake a lot more than I did or choose a whisk. All right, going to take our asparagus spears. I've got 2 cups of leaf lettuce here. This is one serving, so that's all we're going to need. Going to spread our asparagus spears, and I cut them on an angle just because they look prettier. And then over the top of that, we're going to drizzle our lettuce, or our dressing. And then we're going to put a little bit of feta cheese over top of that. It's just about a tablespoon of crumbled feta. And again, that's going to add some of that richness to it, so we don't need much oil in the dressing. And then I've got a hard-cooked egg. I'm just going to kind of nest it in here. You can do it all in one spot. You can do it in the corners, however it works for you. And then last, depending on how much you want, since this is serving for one, you get to decide, a little bit of kosher salt. And you can add more when you're actually tasting it, and a little bit of black pepper. And that's all there is to this one. It goes together really, really fast. It is massively flavorful because you're using that fresh asparagus, new season, warm season coming up in ahead that gives you all full of anticipation. So I hope you'll try this one as asparagus and hard-cooked egg salad. For Oklahoma Gardening, I'm Barbara Brown.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.